Yes, good morning, Desiree, as well as the viewers. Yes, indeed, we are here outside the Durban High Court. We are expecting the two Govender brothers to appear before the High Court Judge, Mr. Kruger, because they are facing a couple matters of or relating to the matter of Mondli Majola, who was killed in the Phoenix killings during the riots or the civil unrest that erupted in KwaZulu-Natal in July 2021. So the two are facing the charges of murder as well as possession of illegal, or not illegal, but also possession of firearms because they were not lawfully allowed to carry those firearms. So the two brothers, Dylan and Ned, previously we've heard testimonies that came from one of the investigating officer, who placed the two at the center of Mondli Majola's killing. And also before that, we've also heard the eyewitnesses, the friends of the deceased Mondli Majola. We've got a couple of them who testified before the court, all corroborating each other's evidence, saying that Mondli Majola was initially hacked or beaten with a sharp object before Dylan Govender allegedly shot him dead, and he died instantly. But the two friends who were with Mondli Majola survived the ordeal, but they were also injured, and they also went to the doctor. They went to, previously last week, they testified here before this High Court to say that actually it was Dylan who was actually the trigger man who shot and killed Mondli Majola, who was lying on the floor crying for his mercy, but Dylan allegedly shot him dead. So that is also before this High Court today. We also learned from one of the investigating officer, a sergeant in Ngcobo, who said that as police, they are still pursuing two suspects who were involved in Mondli Majola's killing. He was also saying that they even went as far as Johannesburg to look for that suspect. For those suspects, they have proven to be very elusive. They know the names, but they couldn't mention those names inside the High Court because they have not really done some of the due diligences, showing that they cannot be able to reveal that publicly because we as the media were inside the court. So we are still here to hear about other testimonials or testimony from the some of the people who are involved in this matter. But previously we've heard those testimony from the sergeant, one of the investigating officer, as well as the witnesses. What the defense had also tried to poke some holes into the testimony of some of the witnesses who have been testifying here. Some of those were also questioning about the identity parade, saying that it was not done properly. So it was really trying to beat one of the witnesses on the technical aspects of this matter. But today we are also expecting other witnesses to take the stand with Dylan and Ned Govender before the High Court, and also the defense also ensuring that the two also their charges are being dropped on a technical aspect. But we are going to see what will also pan out today inside the Durban High Court. That is actually based in the Durban Magistrate Court because there are some renovations that are taking place at the Margaret Mngadi Street.
Just based off what you're saying, I suppose it's too early to ask when is the trial set to finish. You might not even have that detail.
I'm sorry that I can hardly hear you, but what I can tell you is that the defense was really trying to poke the holes into the testimony of one of the officers from the identity parade, with one saying that when the camera took when one of the witnesses had to go out and point out the main suspects, there was no due diligence that was done by the identified officer because some of the people who are being, lined up so that they can be pointed out or fingered by the witnesses because they have to choose one on the complexion of those people too, and also the race as well as the race of that particular person. So the defense was saying that not all people were of the same race and were of the same age, and also the physical build of that particular person. So it was really about those technical aspects that the defense was trying to poke holes into, but it will be determined by the judge in the end as to how the identity parade officer conducted his business earlier on during the identity parade.